doing a 5-mana spell. I don't think, like, I think we just want to go 10 and 10. Or we can do like a 1 mana and a 10 mana spell. 1 mana we can play next turn, or maybe a 5 mana and a 10. Let's do a 5 and 10. Don't want to draw 2. Deal 5 damage. That's actually going to be pretty good because I expect him to play something kind of mid-rangey next turn. I don't want to draw. I need value. 8 damage is fine. And still, I don't want to draw. You like don't want to draw in this matchup because it tends to go late, and drawing would just push me to fatigue a lot faster. Senor E-Scoop, your paper, man. What about your paper? Terrier, the Marvel shows on Netflix are like some of the best I've ever seen. Out of all of those, why don't you guess what is my favorite? That'll be fun. Yeah, but you can double task, but this is a long way away from EVE Online and in World of Warcraft. Did you watch that video at all? Daredevil is quite incredible, but my favorite is actually Jessica Jones. It's basically Jessica Jones just because of the villain. Like, Jessica Jones herself could have, like, basically not even been in the show, and I wouldn't have cared. Trading in this actually like seems like really good value, as opposed to like wasting another spell on it. But I also have, you know, this 5 mana spell. We can't tap, right? We're already at 10 cards. I think I'm just gonna play out some minions. This Faceless Shambler will likely copy the 4/5 that's in my hand. We could also copy a 3/5. Oh, snap. I did not play around that by any stretch of the imagination. So that turn was kind of like an example of just really buying into the use as much mana as you possibly can philosophy. Because that's kind of ultimately the play I went with. One that looks kind of but it does use all my mana. Yeah, a minion like this is why I went with the deal 5 damage spell here. That could be, I'm going to test for the Ice Barrier first, but it could be a counter spell. At which point we'd want to throw out the Shadow Bolt first. Okay. I'm going to tap and play the Bruiser. I don't think this is Mirror Entity. Right, that seems pretty bad. God. Another Tish! Hello! The Chief, I don't even know what that is. Epic Pie, what's up, man? Yeah, they were, I don't know if you saw the beginning of that, but Terrier was asking me about which of the Marvel movies, or the Marvel shows on Netflix was my favorite, and I told them to guess. This seems like fun, right?
I have no time for games.
Holy cow. Or like all three of you coding together and decided to come join at the same time.
Let's make magic.
What's it about, the Chief? Senor Escoop, I would definitely consider doing a viewer game with people that are not students at the school that I teach at and are 18 years of age. Coding flesh. We're trading this in like 100%. And then we're probably going to try to keep the board cleared. Really want a way to deal like just one to him. I don't have it. I feel like this may be a waste. It may actually be pretty good. Ultimately, I'm going with this because I really don't know like how many more targets he has that would be relevant. And then we're going to throw this guy out because I'm basically just trying to get damage on the board. He's already used a Flame Strike, and so we can go a bit wide, especially with minions that have 3 or more health. So the Sun Fury Protector wasn't really for the taunts. It was because it's a 2/3, honestly. Senor Escoop, no way. I'm gonna need to see some ID. We like really want to slow down the taps here, because we're way ahead of him on cards.
Of course.
It shouldn't be a problem. Because I think we're getting really close to just killing him at this point. We could deal 5 to him. He uses most of our mana. Problem is that's my only single target removal. So I'm just going to pass instead. In a semester, I'll be graduated. Well, you didn't try to fight that very hard. I asked to see some ID, and then you just start admitting things.
I got this.
I think we just attack and pass, to be honest. Like, he's gonna have to do something, and we're fine with what we're doing. Oh, the Rag and Jiraxis is gonna be amazing. Tish. My day was kind of long, but we were super productive. Made bacon and eggs first thing this morning, did a load of laundry, started grading stuff, and that was all before the internet technician showed up. Looking to demon fire this, still a bit wary because we've seen polymorph. One of the polymorphs came from a babbling book. He also has he played a mirror entity. So these are more likely like the ice blocks, ice barriers, or possibly like a counter spell. That being said, this is like one of the best things. This is a spell I don't want to get countered, and simultaneously like the best thing to get countered. It's not even a counter spell. I subconsciously attacked with my smaller minion because of the potential vaporize, which did occur. Playing this guy out just to start forcing damage. I don't need the AoE because I have like nothing but AoE.
At last, a worthy disciple.
Epic Pie, we're pretty happy with internets. I don't know if I wouldn't call it 100%. And the only reason I wouldn't call it 100% is because the blue light that's on the front of my router, which I actually don't know what it's for, it's the upstream icon. But before my internet started having issues, it was blue. My internet started having issues, it's now just green. And then while the tech was here today, the first time it connected, it was green. So I'm like, there's still an issue there. And the second time it connected, it went to blue. I did some moving around after he left. And so it went back to green after I plugged it up, and I haven't been able to get it to go back to blue since then, just by doing like reconnects. At some point in my life, I'll actually figure out what the light means. But that's where we're at in life. Did he just play The Secret? It's the one from before. Okay, we're thinking it's Ice Block, right? Yeah, because I've played a minion. We don't really want to Jiraxis. We want to Reno before we Jiraxis for sure. I could like Shadow Flame. Let's just rack. What you got? Move to South Korea. Easy peasy. But if I move to South Korea, I'll be playing against people that are good at video games. I unfortunately did play World of Warcraft. It's not a very proud moment in my life. I'm scared to know. Is there a way I can actually look up how many hours I played in WoW? I'm somewhat scared and somewhat curious because when people start spitting out, oh, you've played 1,500 hours of Global Agenda, I feel like I played more WoW than that. But maybe it was just more agony, and that's why I remember it. Oh. This must be Spellbender then. Which means that it would trigger on that. I could. Can I? If I do this, will it spell? Will the Spellbender take it? This is friendly only. It's only friendly. I actually don't know. Does anyone know? Can I Shadow Flame my own minion and Spellbender absorb it? Let's try it. We really don't have a lot to lose right now. Hey. How cool is that? Alright, let's kill this thing now. Yeah, I know that WoW would like track on the server itself, but I obviously don't have an account now. I would definitely play League of Legends before I played WoW again. Jack D, did your sister play WoW? And my problem, pretty much my only problem with World of Warcraft is that it was like intentionally designed to be a time sink. Like, Blizzard would design things to force you to keep playing and keep buying and just keep investing your time, and it wasn't necessarily designed for, like, fun or challenge.